RPM Trade Vietnam and this bitch. Spammers calling my phone and shit, fucking with the sound and shit. Yeah, boy. Y'all had something on my mind when um trying to check in on the validity of a YouTuber and very important guide to the truth community named Zachary K. Hubbard. Y'all should check his channel out, Gematria Effect News 25 and Gematria Effect Sports. Some strange things going on in the world, and this coded hidden language inside the English language might reveal to you guys another story underneath what they tell you in the news, breaking news, major news events, major world events, sports, celebrities, deaths, and all type of shit. Um, they all seem to be connected through this number code to paint a picture of ritualistic happenings that that mirror, go along with, and confirm conspiracy theories that we can see out here on the surface. And if you look deeper, the story that's being told about the world through this hidden language of gematria is telling a very similar, pretty much identical story that connects it all together into a bigger picture. It's a weird thing, man. If you don't know what gematria is, check out Gematria Effect News 25 and Gematria Effect Sports. The shit'll blow your mind. It's entertaining. At the very least, it's entertaining. At the very least, it is as entertaining, if not more so, than the sports and shit that everybody want to be such fanatics about. I respect and understand the athleticism, but to be a fucking fanboy of like athletes and stuff like that, man, it just seems kind of weird to me, man. I can't think of a cooler motherfucker on the planet than myself. My kids might be a close second, but they got work to do to catch up to me. They got some shoes to fill. It makes much more sense for you to be so in tune with the development of yourself that you find pride in your development, and that you look further into further development, that you believe yourself to be the most interesting motherfucker out here, that you ain't got room to be worshiping another fucking man that doesn't even give a fuck that you're alive. The sports fanaticism, man, get the fuck out of here. I can't do it. If you do it, cool, fine, that that's what you find entertaining in your world, but you're probably a better person than some of these guys that you are showing so much support for in the sports fanaticism. I just can't do it, bro. You're probably better than them. Not in the sports, but as a human being, there's a good chance that you just have the potential to be a better person overall in the shit that matters. Your morality and all of that stuff, man, is that's a better sport to play, to be an athlete of those things in the world. Be an athlete with a fucking gun, with a rifle. That's an athlete. You can throw a ball around, boy. What the fuck you gonna do if a foreign country invades this motherfucker? All them skills is gonna do nothing to you if you can jump fucking 6 feet in the fucking air, but you don't know shit about an AR-15. You're a goofy. You're a young, strong, fast goofy. Don't give a fuck about none of that sports shit. Throwing a fucking football. How far can you fucking hurl a fucking 5.56 with some accuracy? That's what I care about. That's a skill that'll save your fucking life. But I want to talk about how people mix up definitions of words, even words like to be a fan, to be a fanatic. If you look up the definition of being a fanatic, it doesn't sound positive. Fanaticism, it's a weird situation. Being a snitch nowadays, being a snitch is if you tell on somebody because they did something bad. That's not a snitch. A real snitch is a motherfucker who is acting tough right along with your ass, pumping you up to go do some bullshit with them. And then when you get caught, they bail on all that loyalty that they were showing you to pump you up so that they can save their own ass. That's the snitch. That's the rat. Other than that, ain't nobody outside of your fucking street game got no fucking liabilities, no moral obligation to stick to no street code. They gonna tell on your ass if they see you. Period. They catch wind of that shit, they get questioned by the cops, they might tell on you. And you can't tell them not to. I can give a fuck less about none of that. Y'all mixing these words up, bruh. Toxic masculinity. Toxic masculinity is when there is a proper place for masculinity, but it's not there. Being coerced or threatened to exist in that space, that's the toxic masculinity when other men co-sign for that bullshit. Masculinity is not supposed to be toxic. It's supposed to balance the shit. To save women and kids from the things that they fucking psychological makeup can't even really bring them to understand, not fully. Some women can be law enforcement officers or join the military or be a construction worker with your hard hat and your fucking big ass toolbox of expensive tools and you know how to use them all. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. If you do that as a woman, you have taken on masculine energy. Those things don't make you a real woman. You have taken on masculine energy. We got to stop all of this wishy-washy bullshit with definitions and words and all this other dumbass shit, man. Stick to what it really means, or else you're going to muddy the waters. Everybody calling anybody a snitch or a rat or some shit. Get the fuck out of here. Masculinity is supposed to be so protective and observant and logical and ready to go for what's right, even if it means fucking killing or being killed. It's supposed to be so much like that women and kids can't really understand you. That's what's supposed to happen. They're supposed to look at you and go, oh, you is something different than me, motherfucker. I don't understand where you get this fucking energy or the strength or this fucking carelessness to just run into fucking battle. Women and kids should not be able to understand you. And that's when you know you being a man. When you know you embarking on some shit that you want women and kids to move the fuck out the way. Because shit is finna get real serious. That's when you know you're doing man shit. That's not toxic. It's not toxic for me to know as a man, for me to really stand tall as a man, that especially if I'm in the right, if I'm in defense of something honorable, especially, I cannot yield back down or take the fucking backseat to nobody, not even another fucking man. You just got to be a better man than me. Put your fucking hands up. That's what's supposed to happen. That's a man right there. If you're a man that like me, you are going to have to give up some of that to be submissive to another man, and that I cannot do. The idea of being submissive under the will of, or being a toy, a plaything to another man seems so unlike a man that when I say that men who like men seem to be less masculine than me, you know that to be fucking true. This is the observation. That's not even toxic for me to say that. And it's not toxic for me to say that none of that seems like it's fucking beneficial for my life. Never sound good to me. I've been fucking coochie crazy since I was fucking 3 feet tall. Anything other than that is going to sound foreign to me, just like I sound foreign when I am just head over heels in love with the female form to the point where I might become irrational, reckless, unnecessarily or unprovokingly violent in emotional defense of my woman or of a woman. Like, this is the kind of shit that a gay guy go, why you got your heart in your mind that you want to crash out and you might even be wrong, nigga, but look how crazy you go for this love of a woman that a gay guy can't understand. He'll look at me and go, you are crazy. You are exhibiting some great energy about the female form to which a gay guy cannot fucking vibe with, can't understand why the passion there. His passion wouldn't go there for a woman. The fuck out of here. So he does think I'm strange. He thinks I'm a weirdo. I get to think he's a weirdo. Y'all are gonna stop playing this fucking stupid ass game with these words and stuff. Zach was accused of being racist because he used the word coon, because he called some black people's coons. If y'all don't know what the word coon means, you're going to show me that you don't know what the word means, because Zach saying that and calling black people coons does not make him racist. Do you know what the word means? It means a black person who is very much aware of the oppression of black people in any arena. He's aware of it, and he uses fear and going along to get along to not only fucking to not stand up for his black brother, but to actually, with a smile on his face, help subjugate his black brother. When you begin to help the shit that you're supposed to be fighting against, because this shit means the bullshit is for you too, when you begin to help them, you are cooning. For Zach to say that some black people were some coons to him, what he is saying is there's an obvious and verifiable hindrance on the black community, and those black people look like they're helping it. To Carlton Coons said that he believes that they are helping what it is that they should be fighting against. So that's not racist for him to say that. He's not expressing racial superiority. He's expressing fucking confusion in a fucking racial fight for justice that black people seem to be helping. They're helping it happen. He said that they're helping it happen. That's what Coon means. So to think that Zach calling black people a certain specific black person or black people Coons, what he's saying is that your fucking actions are fucking harming the fight I thought you were in. How are you helping it? It's not a racist thing. He's not, man, y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy with these definitions and shit, not understanding the words and then not applying it correctly. Weirdos, bro. I'm tired of the weird shit with these words and shit. The whole time, I'm trying to teach my 6-year-old son how irrational the English language is. The word cough, laugh, tough, night. With the N-I-G-H-T, that's confusing. Night, why is it spelled in that way? It just looks weird, right? Is there some gematria behind that? Because these letters have number value. That you don't know that, but that's how the English language was conceived. To do this, like Roman numerals. Letters with number values. But then you throw a K on the word night, and now it still says night, but the K is solid. What is the K there for then? The shit is retarded. The English language is fucking retarded. The days of the week are fucking named by something. You don't see these words come up in any other place but the names the days of the week. Unless you talk about Wednesday Addams. I mean, when is these words used in any other context but the name of the days of the week, really? They're not. They're strange words. Wednesday, the word Wednesday, when you spell it out, Wednesday. As a kid, I had to say it like that in my head first so I can remember how to spell this shit. It's just a weird word. Saturday sounds like Saturn or Satan for a reason. All three of those go together. The day of the week, the planet, and the entity. There's a relationship, which is why they sound the same. And when y'all can't understand language, or you take it for granted that you were born on a fucking Tuesday, but you don't know what Tuesday means and what it is paying homage to, you guys are weird, bro, to be acting like you're smarter than me, to be acting like a conspiracy theory doesn't deserve your attention, and you're the better man, and all this other punk ass shit. Shut the fuck up if you can't understand what I'm saying. The world is full of mystery that you take for granted, and you should look there. Look to all of these places. All of the shit that you think, damn, I would have never paid no attention to that, and I want to know what the meaning is because it's not arbitrary. Any random thing, man, like the game of pool. Who developed the game of pool? Who said put these colors on these numbers with these stripes or solids? Who said to do that? And why? The number of pockets on the table? Come on, bro. Some of this shit means something. Nobody's arbitrarily doing this. Figure out who fucking developed the game of pool and what they meant by this shit, because there's an answer. Because it's not arbitrary. Just like the game of baseball isn't arbitrary. Created by a fucking Catholic Jesuit. This guy is. I believe he was a Catholic Jesuit. I'm pretty sure he's Jesuit. He might have been Christian, Catholic, who knows. Might have been, he might have been one of them, a Blue Jay. I don't know. He might have been a Blue Jay, if you know what I mean by Blue Jay. He might have been a Blue Jay. I don't know. But I know the game is not arbitrarily made. The game of baseball, there's 108 double stitches on the baseball. But there's 108 beads on a Catholic rosary, and this shit is not random. 52 cards in a deck of cards, 52 weeks in a year, 4 suits, 4 seasons. If you think it's arbitrary and you can just look past it because it doesn't mean anything to the people that developed it, so it shouldn't mean anything to you, you're crazy. Because what you're going to realize when you look into these things, that there's an overall arcing fucking picture of communication and an establishment of a certain ritualistic presence on the world that's everywhere, even in your language, and you don't know because you haven't looked. And when people say, you go, like it's something to be brushed aside, though, and it's not. It's interesting, and you should look into it. Why is all of this shit the way it is? Very important to understand things, arbitrary things. Look into things that you thought would have gone right past you. Got this caramel malt right here from this burger joint down the place from my job called Burger Feed. Pretty good caramel malt. Sandwich was good. I'm sorry for people that don't eat meat, or you see the danger in eating meat. I get it. It's not all good, but I can spare a little bit of health for the burger. I don't drink, do drugs, smoke cigarettes, and none of that shit. I've never drank, never smoked a fucking cigarette a day in my life. Not a puff. Never tried. That's why it's easy for me to keep myself free of that shit, because I never tried it. All that addictive shit that they hope captures you in your adolescence, so that before you can realize what you're doing to make a truly educational choice, you've already been subdued by the tobacco smoke and the alcohol consumption, both of which sound fucking crazy to me. Cigarettes fucking stink, and alcohol fucking stinks. It doesn't smell like something you should be drinking. I could never even get over the smell of it. As soon as I smell it, I go, I don't think you're supposed to be drinking that. That don't smell appealing to me at all. The fuck is in this cup, boy? It smells like you got fucking $3 on pump 4 in the cup. It smells like straight gasoline. All I smell is the alcohol. So strong. Oh, it's fruity, or you can't even taste it. Man, you can't taste it. I can smell that shit from across the room. I want nothing to do with it. And I'm glad I was able to maintain that, man. Grew up with a bunch of alcoholics in my family. Most of the generation in my family, in my generation, most of them turned into alcohol-loving people. They love to sip something, drink something. I was just happy to escape that shit, and I'm glad too. Never tried it. That's why it was easy for me to stay away from it. Fraternity boy in college, still never drank. I will not do it. 42 years old, I'll be 43 in December. I ain't gonna never drink, bro. Never ever, man. It feels good to say that shit is foreign to me, man. It's an awesome feeling. And even in college, it became so much of a flex to say that I never drank. It helped me not drink, because it just felt good to be like, nah, I don't drink. I ain't never drinking. Motherfuckers go, what? Man, you lying. I'm like, I bet you I'm fucking not lying, and I bet you never see me with an alcoholic beverage. Not gonna happen. I don't drink, bro. It doesn't sound appealing. I don't want to be drunk. It just doesn't sound quite right. I like being like way too aware of my shit. Nothing about it sounds appealing to me, bro. I ain't never had sex with a girl that I fucking deeply regretted, and I can blame it on alcohol. Never got into a fight or offended one of my friends or family members behind my fucking alcohol consumption, to the tune of apologizing the next day, and I don't even remember what happened. The apology can't even really be sincere. I don't even know what really happened. Man, the fuck out of here, bro. I never had nothing to do with none of that shit, and I'm proud of it. If you drink, that's fine. That's cool. To each his own with that, because I'm all about the freedom. You should be free to do whatever the fuck you want. They talk about that weed shit. Get off that weed shit, bro. I don't give a fuck about all of the weed hate. Fuck that weed hate. Free the fucking weed from coast to coast and stop talking about it. Because I wouldn't give a fuck if 1 in 5 motherfuckers die from smoking weed. As soon as somebody chooses it, then you go, you know better. You know what's up. Go ahead. I didn't stop you from being a skydiving instructor, race car driver, or a police officer. Very dangerous and could be hazardous to your health to be a police officer, especially in major cities. But no one stops you because you are asking for trouble, because you're stepping into a den of danger. No one stops you with that. Don't stop nobody else about weed, alcohol, crack. I don't give a fuck. Let everybody go, bruh. Because we already know what it is. And I had to come to terms with this. We're dealing with family members that had heavy drug addictions and shit. And I'm like, why would you do this when you know what it's going to do to you? How you go from sober and never smoking crack to smoking crack? And you know what I realized? Is that in order to do something that you know is super duper detrimental to your health that you may never recover from, you have to already not give a fuck. And that's what allows you to go, because you stop giving a fuck about yourself. That's what does it. That's what does it. So in that regard, I see the whole issue as in, we got to make people start caring more about themselves, about their future, about preserving their health and their life, to do something better with it. And if you can do that, then you can curb people from using drugs. But until you make people care about themselves and value life, their own life, you're not going to get rid of the fucking drug use. So stop trying to mop the floor, fix the fucking leak in the roof. That's what you do. About the drug addiction and about this fucking self-checkout problem that we have in this fucking country, that so many people do this to themselves. People do this a lot. Way too much in this fucking country. 65% of the gun deaths is people self-checkout. This is what the problem is. People doing that. 65% of the gun deaths is that. The rest of it is gang bangers and cops killing themselves and each other. And military vets and stuff doing that shit. Well, I guess that would be included in the self-checkout. The 65%. You know who else is involved in that 65% of the self-checkout? People who are deeply depressed, sexually and emotionally abused as children, who find themselves to either be big fans of the same sex, or being so disappointed in their own gender identity that they feel that they are in the wrong body and they should chop shit off, take pills that suppress this shit and that shit, and get shit lopped off their fucking chest and all. When you doing all that, I don't think that's natural. I don't care what nobody says. That's not natural. Something happened to you. I think when left alone, nobody will really feel like that. I think it'll be very few people that will feel highly educated, and the love vibe in the home was great and it was healthy. If that's the case, you're not going to grow up to think your dick was a mistake and you'd be better off cutting it off. No, the fuck you're not. It sounds like something. Sounds like a mental glitch. It sounds like it to me. Maybe I should brush up on my on the medical documents and research on this. So maybe if I need to change my mind, then I can change my mind. But until my mind is changed by some definitive proof and scientific evidence, I'm telling you that the whole walk of life sounds like something happened to you possibly in your childhood that you cannot get over, that you might not even be able to put your finger on until you lay your ass horizontal on the couch in the therapist's office and then dig deep. And then dig deep about what the fuck is wrong with your ass. I love my dick. It's the best toy I ever had in my fucking life. Fuck a PlayStation. I got your PlayStation right here. That's the PlayStation. What man hates his dick to the point that he wants it cut off? Something happened to you. It's not normal. You didn't grow up the way I grew up. I grew up listening to 2 Live Crew and Eddie Murphy tell dirty jokes. My mom have her female friends come over on the weekends playing cards and smelling like 6, 7 different kinds of perfume at the fucking table. Cigarette smoke everywhere. Cleavage out. I knew it was something special about women. I knew it. You didn't have to teach me shit. A glass of wine occasionally is not bad at all. And I won't give a fuck if a motherfucker got drunk as fuck. I got an aunt, she's a happy drunk. She get drunk as fuck, and then she want to tell the corniest funny stories, and she be crying herself to tears, and you can never even get her to tell the fucking story. You know how many times that happened just like that with my aunt? She is a happy drunk. Won't stop laughing. No one knows what the fuck she's laughing at. She wants to tell some story about some shit that happened a couple days ago. She can't even get through the story, bruh. She will laugh herself to tears, pee on herself, and all type of shit. Happy drunk. I give everybody the benefit of the doubt that maybe you can find that environment where you getting drunk as fuck, takes you wherever my fucking aunt goes when she done had a little bit too much. Have fun with the shit. Just don't hurt nobody. Zach says, I'm going live to talk about alcohol and a story that came to me later today. Your timing is, I can't even see what that says, is what? My timing is what, my timing is perfect. Yeah, Zach, you would, I see, Zach, I seen your video, I think from yesterday, talking about like weird things that happen in your life where you kind of feel like, man, this is trying to teach me so much of a lesson that it kind of spooks you out, and then it opens your eyes and make you pay attention to a bigger picture, your relationship between you and other people, or relationship between other people in your life. And I think that's an awesome thing, because I think the world constantly does that to you, but you cannot define it until you act on it. Otherwise, it'll be a loss, and then the meaning is also gone. So recognizing the things and then acting on it is fucking important. People should open their eyes to these kinds of things when life is trying to teach you a lesson. And I got some stories too. I'm gonna tell some stories maybe later tonight. Do a live stream and try not to yell, cuss, or curse the ATF, or wave a gun. I'm not gonna do none of that. It's gonna be a peaceful, calm Trade Vietnam live stream. I should probably do later tonight, and I'll just talk about some of these coincidences and different things in my life to make me go, damn, man, the universe is talking to me, bruh. Something is going on here. You know, it is a beautiful thing when you feel that recognition, man. I'm with all that shit, man, from deja vu and whatever that is. from deja vu and whatever that is to the multiverse theory. What are dreams? The whole dream world thing is a fascinating thing to me because if you live like 90 years but you sleep 30 of them, that's a third of your life. If you're supposed to sleep 8 hours in a 24-hour time period, that's a third of your day. So a third of your life, if you live to be 90, will be 30 fucking years. And if you sleep for 30 years, what is this sleep time supposed to mean in the grand scheme of your soul's journey, your spirituality, and all this other stuff? Especially when this spooky, mysterious thing kind of happens in your mind where you dream. Sometimes lucidly, sometimes repetitive dreams, reoccurring dreams. Dreams that you believe are premonitions about things that did happen later, then you can verify that a dream that actually stood out to you for you to remember it is actually being reflected in your real life, sometime later. And why do you remember it? And then why do you also fucking see it? The fact that those two things come together should have some kind of meaning in your life that religion never really addresses. What is this dream world of 30 years and a 90-year life that I was trapped in by necessity? You can't fight it. Take your ass to sleep. You're going to go to sleep. That's the easiest thing in the world for me to do, is to go to sleep. It captures you. For 30 years and a 90-year life, it'll capture you. What does it mean then? Where am I? Where did I go? If religion can't address that, then they're missing something. They're missing 30 years in a fucking 90-year life when some people don't even live a total of 30 years. The dream shit has to be important to your spirituality and to the definition of the human consciousness, that we actually go there. And what the fuck is that? Important. Where's this religion when you ask them that shit? Not all of them neglect it, but not all of them address it. I know them Hindus, they talk a little bit about it. What up? What up, Butt Crack News Network up in this motherfucker? What's good, boy? Keep up the good work. Your subscriber count is growing. You are reaching the people. That's good, man. I need 2 zeros though. Don't go along just to get along. I love your handle. Bro, that's the fucking essence of everything that I do, man, is to not go along just to get along. I don't care about stirring the pot or disturbing the peace if I feel like I'm in the right and that my intentions are to save myself and other people from having their spiritual journey being hijacked by some bullshit. That shit is wild to me. I can't let that happen, bro. Big Stank, what up? Howdy to you. Open up. Thumbs up to you, man. Greenbox Media, that's my guy. Rick James in this bitch as usual. Eric B, 2A all day. You damn right. But what are we going to do, Eric B, when they throw that Second Amendment out, or they amend it? Because it's called an amendment. They're prepping you for the fact that something might change about that, and they're expecting you to go along with it. That's why I don't really support the Second Amendment enough. I'd rather go straight to the source to say that it's a natural right, and if they would have never written it down, it would still be true. And if they damage what they wrote down right now, it's already too late. It's very understandably true to any man with a brain that I have a right to protect my life, the one that I have, with anything that I get my hands on, and that anybody who tries to take that from me when I have not even committed a crime or created a victim is going to look very suspicious to me, and I have almost no tolerance for them even attempting that. So fuck them. That's why I can't rock with the Second Amendment. It does a little something, but it puts something that's undebatable into an arena of debate, so that they hope that they can trap enough people into that bullshit that when they fucking throw that shit, no look, fucking behind the back, fucking shot into the trash can with that written shit, they hope you throw your feelings out with it so that they minimize how many people they gotta fight when they throw it out and they come out here thinking it's sweet. They want that number to be minimal. And they're not gonna get a minimal number unless they can get people to hang their entire energy about self-protection onto a document that they told you that they were going to fucking change. That's why I can't do that, bro. I hear what you're saying and salute to you because of that. Because as soon as you lean on that and you say Second Amendment, I know you are a friend of mine. But we got to go further, bro. The whole time I'm daring they ass to throw it out so we can see what happens. Because I'm going to show them what happens. You can throw it the fuck out. I've already considered it thrown out. I try not to even mention it, bro. Unless I'm mentioning saying that I don't rock with it. I am not a 2A supporter, bro. I want them to throw it all out and think that it's going to be okay for them when they come out here. Like we're going to greet them with waves and blowing kisses and bowing and getting down on our knees to worship the king. The king will get his ass fucked up for coming out here. That's what's going to happen. Oh, they can throw the Second Amendment out and I'm not going to change how I feel about none of my gun shit. And I'm not going to give it up too because they go, hey man, the fight's over, bro. We won on paper. The Second Amendment is no more. Now give us the guns now. Come on, just give it up. If they come out here thinking that it's sweet like that, they're going to have a problem. They better come out here ready to die. Even if they throw it out, they better come out here ready to die. Because I'm going to try and give it to them. They going to die for that. RPM Trade Vietnam and this bitch Wu Bang. Thanks for the support, y'all. Share my shit. Run my shit up. I should have 300,000 subs, bruh. All these gun lovers out here, and nobody knows I'm here. You bought a gun in the past 5 years, you would like to fucking know me. You would like to know me. Why you don't know me, man? Come on, bro. We got work to do. Let's go.